Ones and Twos podcast. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. A couple of days ago, I made a reaction video to Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald's video called Facts. And if you guys heard the song, you knew eventually it was going to stir up the media just a little bit. And it did. Henceforth, this video, Piers Morgan discusses Ben Shapiro rap with Tom MacDonald, DJ Vlad, and Talib Kweli. I worked with Talib Kweli a few months ago, so this is going to be interesting. I'm not going to be biased because it's Talib Kweli on here. Also, a heads up, this is going to be a longer video, so strap in, and I appreciate y'all's patience, man. Here we go.
Well, this begs the question, has hip-hop gone woke? I spoke to Ben about his unlikely transformation
Piers Morgan
into a rap heavyweight yesterday. And today I'm joined by the artist who actually crafted the song, Tom MacDonald. So, Tom, well, first of all, congratulations on this runaway smash hit. You're actually entitled to celebrate it because you are a bona fide rapper. Ben, I'm not quite so convinced by. Maybe a one-hit wonder.
I swear, I'm playing this record this weekend at my gig. I swear I am.
Or did you predict the backlash and that was one of the reasons you did the song in the first place?
Well, I've made a lot of sort of anti-woke anthems over the years, and there's always a certain degree of backlash that comes with it. So this one was sort of, you know, a lot of my relationship with the audience.
Do y'all see the Ben Shapiro poster in the back?
Response. I make a song, people respond in the way that
That's
they do,
funny.
and then I respond again with the next song. So, you know, Facts with Ben is sort of the cap on a long line of anti-woke anthems that have been met with pretty heavy criticism.
People in the black rap community have come out and said, look, this is just blatant cultural appropriation racism because you're accusing all their music that they produce of being about selling drugs, pushing guns, stripper poles.
Hold on. Like I said, if you guys really heard the song, he wasn't targeting a specific race. It's the rap community in general, the modern rap community. Most of the stuff you hear on the radio is about drugs, gangbanging, thought stuff. You know what I mean? If y'all know what a thought is. And he's not lying about that, man. This is why I tell y'all, like, when I be DJing and stuff, I don't like to spin a lot of this newer rap stuff because it doesn't really sit well in my spirit. I try to keep it to a minimum. There's a lot of good songs out there. I'm not going to lie. But I just, that's why I tell y'all, 90s and 2000s hip-hop, always going to thrive.
Into thugs and so on. What do you say to that criticism?
I think that there's, you know, there's all types of rappers out there. There's black rappers and white rappers and Asian rappers and Indian rappers, all types of rappers. And I don't think that criticizing sort of the status quo of the genre or criticizing the prevalent content of the music, I don't agree that there's anything racist about that.
What struck me is that there seems to have been more outrage over you guys.
First of all, are we still like having this racial stuff with a white rapper? And do y'all not know who Jack Harlow is? Do y'all not know who Eminem? Are we still having this white rapper conflict going on in hip hop? Bro, I thought we'd been over that.
Pooning this style of rap music.
Just because he's white, what does that have to do with anything?
Actual rap music, which often to me gets an extraordinary pass from criticism. And I said to Ben yesterday, when you have John Legend rewriting Baby It's Cold Outside because it's so offensive,
I heard about that song.
Doesn't rewrite any of the lyrics of any of his rap friends, there's an obvious double standard.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that sort of in general, over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been...
and it's not a double standard because of race. More black rappers that are successful happen to be of African-American descent, but there's a hell of a lot of white, Latin, Indian, Arab. There's a hell of a lot of other races too, so it's not a racial thing. So y'all cut that shit out.
In hip-hop, you know, sort of... objectifying women and glorifying violence and romanticizing drug abuse and stuff like that. And
that's what the girls like.
Hip hop likes to think of itself as quite a woke genre.
The hoes like.
None of those things seem to quite align with what the woke mob is standing up and being vocal against. So I think it's a little bit hypocritical, but you know.
Do you think you can be #1 on the Billboard chart, or do you think you may get subtly shadow banned to stop you getting
I think
there?
he could.
Well, it's happened before. I've had Billboard refuse to count my album sales. I'm completely independent. There's no record label.
Wow.
There's no distribution. There's no marketing team, nothing. I make all of my beats. I write all the songs. My girlfriend shoots the music videos, entirely independent of the music industry. So, censorship, suppression, shadow banning is very familiar with all of those things. Like I said, Billboard's refused to count my album sales before. They've removed me off trending charts on YouTube.
Who else have they removed that y'all know about? You figure it out yet? Y'all remember that song called Old Town Road? Remember that the Billboards removed Lil Nas X's song off of that because it was dominating the country charts. It was a country rap-ish song, and it was actually written as a joke, but it was dominating the country charts. Like, it was like Lil Nas X, Old Town Road, and then everybody else was way down there, bro. And they took him off because they thought it wasn't real country music. Oh, and then they put it back on, and guess what? It was kind of low on the charts, and then they climbed back up to number 1. Fuck these charts, bro.
My distribution company, TuneCore, which is supposed to be the alternative for artists who don't want to sign a major record deal. They are supposed to be able to go to TuneCore and independently release their own music. So I had TuneCore deny release of this song and say that they will not host it in any form because of quote unquote lyrical content. So, I think the buzz is there, and I think the press is there, and I think that the proof is in the pudding. I have access to the sales numbers, as do many other people. So I think it would be pretty hard for Billboard at this point in time to just blatantly.
Hey, yo, check that out, bro. Check that out. Okay.
Snub us on the Billboard charts.
Can you make one promise finally, Tom? Which
Number
is
one.
If you do get there, you don't make as part of your celebration a decision to do a whole album with Ben Shapiro. I don't think any of us could stomach that. Probably not even.
What I said, bro, that's gotta happen. This is just the beginning. Like I said in my last video, who's gonna be next to hop on the track? Candace Owens, you got 24 hours to respond.
Make that promise. I can absolutely make that promise.
Tom, congratulations on the success. I love the record because I see what you're doing with it, and I applaud you for it. It's sending up a lot of double standard, and I think that's important. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate
I see nothing wrong with the record, bro. Like I've been saying, look, that Dreams and Nightmares song. Everybody keeps requesting that song every time I DJ at like more of my hip hop centric places, right? That song is cool at the beginning, but over time it just don't sit well in my spirit. All I know is murder. Like, I'm not really like coming from somebody who had family members like killed from stuff like that. It ain't really you would think if you really lived that lifestyle that you really don't want to like recreate that lifestyle in music. You would think you would do something completely different, but what's sad is that he said TuneCore wouldn't even push it. TuneCore was actually made for artists to divert from the chart so they could put out different stuff. And they're even saying they're not going to push it out. Like, that's these companies that say they're really for y'all, they're not really for y'all, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to do it on DistroKid if they said the same thing because of lyrical content. But you know what's so ironic? It's people that are managers of these companies that have a similar mentality. Eeyore Cohen, I think his name is, for 300 Entertainment, when he had an interview with the Breakfast Club and they asked him, look, you're constantly promoting like artists that kill each other, literally are going in and out of jail for murder, rape, drugs, all this stuff, and they're putting it directly into the music and pumping it out like hotcakes. You guys are promoting it super hard. Why is that? Why is that when you know that a lot of your clients are killing each other? Why do you keep promoting it? And you know what he said? Oh, man, it's what they wanted. Shit, I got to feed my kids. Because they don't care, bro. They really don't care. But then Tom MacDonald comes on with a song. I don't even think they were cursing in the song, man. Go check it out. It's called Facts. I don't even think there was a single curse word in the song. Okay, he said Lizzo was fat, but I mean, have you seen Lizzo? I'm not trying to be offensive, but it was just, metaphor or whatever. But it's like, There was no cursing in it. Everything he said was true. Like, listen to the music. Just because Ben Shapiro's on, you think he's a white supremacist or something. But then y'all pushed the song with Lil Durk and that country singer who got caught saying the N-word multiple times and was videotaped. I don't even remember the guy's name, but he was videotaped saying the N-word multiple times. Videotaped. And Lil Durk is going to collaborate him after the fact that that video was dropped and it gets pushed on the charts. I'm just so confused about the music industry. This is why I don't really give a fuck about that shit.
Thanks for having me, Pierce.
Okay, we heard from Tom, and now let's hear from the hip-hop.
The whole music industry is a bunch of fucking weirdos, bro.
Talib Kweli, who also co-hosts the Midnight Miracle podcast with Dave Chappelle, and the DJ and digital media mogul, DJ Vlad. Well, a very high-powered...
Okay, Talib Kweli. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I've worked with him before. One of the artists I was working with opened up for Talib Kweli, and his DJ actually played on my turntables, which that was such an honor. I appreciate you, Talib Kweli. Thank you for, appreciate you. So, I like Talib Kweli. I think he's a dope lyricist. DJ Vlad, I respect his grind and content creation, but I'm going to be honest, I think DJ Vlad is kind of the same way. Like, go to DJ Vlad's page. Look at most of his videos. It's people on there that are literal, like, pimps. Like, people that are on there literally saying that I'm currently pimping right now. I'm currently like doing all this crazy stuff right now. He has a bunch of fucking weirdos on his show too, and he promotes it too. But he's getting his views up and everything. And what's so funny is with DJ Vlad, and I respect DJ Vlad, but he said in a video, I don't know, it was an interview he had with somebody where he turned down Andrew Tate. And after that video dropped, I think a couple weeks later, he had a bunch of pimps on there. Like literal pimps. I'm not like pimps, drug dealers. Why are we glorifying that? Why do I want to hear a drug dealer talking about this is my story. I used to sell dope to your neighborhood and we killed all these people, but I did my time and Nick, fuck you. Like, what am I getting from this?
Panel to respond. So let me start with you then, Talib. You and I have locked horns before on Twitter, as it used to be.
Yeah, you used to try.
He be on Twitter
like to express ourselves forcefully.
I love you, Talib Kweli, but we not gonna be biased right now. I love you though, bro.
What is your objection to this song?
Well, first of all, forgive my voice because I'm coming off tour. My voice sounds a little scratchy.
He works hard, bro.
Congratulate Tom. Okay, cool. I want to congratulate Tom MacDonald on his journey in sobriety because that's very important to note. That part of his story is about his journey in sobriety. I do think it's very cowardly and very racist to blame hip-hop for his addiction. As if white people don't have addiction issues. That's first and foremost. But if we're going to talk about the song Facts with Ben Shapiro, let's have a facts versus feelings conversation, which is something that Ben Shapiro always says. The hook of the song is "This ain't rap," which I agree with. It's not rap. It's not hip hop. Has nothing to do with rap. Pierce, you're wrong. The song has nothing to do with rap. This song, he says, money, cars, clothes. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns. We ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs and your daughters into hoes.
Good.
This is not facts. He completely erased all conscious hip hop. You see, I got this shirt from Tribe Called Quest, one of the greatest rap groups of all time.
I don't see where he went with that. I don't get that point from Talib, but go on.
He erased what I do. He erased what my people do. And most of my friends don't rap about those things. Tom is lying about rap.
Well, yeah, but hang on. Okay, all right. But hang on.
Okay. I kind of see what you're saying. He's saying the rap is about that. We're not gonna sell the drugs and the cars because that's what rap is about, and we're not rap. He's talking about modern rap because if you listen to 80s, 90s, 2000s rap, even some of the 90s, yeah, they did have some songs about that, but most of it wasn't pushed like that. Turn on the radio right now, bro. It's every song is about dope dealing, shaking your, selling your, bro. These girls nowadays are literally talking about promoting prostitution. I heard a song. I don't even know what the artist was. Skilla Baby. It was Skilla Baby and two other artists. This was the most shocking. Can I even say shocking? This just threw me for a loop. The song had 3 bars on it. The whole time it was about big upping a girl, which means, you know, telling a girl that you the shit, you awesome, you bad, you fine. And then talking about tricking on her, meaning like using her for her money, taking advantage of her and all that stuff. And she got a man, it don't matter. We can still go on a date, like some weird stuff like that. But then the last verse, at the end of the last verse, the dude was like, he's like, if you trying to, I got some advice for you. If you trying to get lit, go ahead and pick up a brick, which means go ahead and get some cocaine and sell it. And then I kid you not, that was the end of the song. Right when the song ended, the radio commercial came on and they were promoting a back to school event. Yo, I was like, what the? I was like, you gotta be kidding me. As soon as the song, I swear, when the song ended, the last verse, he's like, if you're trying to get lit, my advice for you is go cop a brick. You're tuned into back to school. I was like, this is crazy. This is the type of stuff they're playing when these radio DJs go to these high schools, middle schools, colleges. They're playing this type of music all the time. And this is going to be for another video, but this is why I say most of these radio DJs and hip hop, man, fuck y'all, honestly. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
I don't think he's saying all rappers do. In fact, he made a point of saying he doesn't mean all rappers or all hip hop stars. But there's no doubt some do. There's no doubt some do that.
He made a point, of course. Of course, and there's some country music artists and some heavy metal artists that participate in violent and sexual content. But I would never make a song, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't specify that he meant some rap in the song. He specified that on your show when you question him. But on the song, he's saying, I'm trying to be offensive, and I'm hoping to upset people. So guess what? As a black man who does hip-hop, I'm offended. If you were trying to offend me, well, then you did a good job.
I still don't know how you're offended. And this is no shade against Tom because he is a big rapper on the internet. But I'll be honest, like, when I saw that video of Facts, I really didn't know too much about Tom. I'm learning about him now. He's acting like this is fucking Eminem saying this shit. Like, you're offended. Tom is a big artist, but you know what I mean? It's almost like this song was just so whatever that you got that offended. Like, chill out, bro. Like, again, Talib, I love you, but I ain't gonna be biased on this video, bro. Like, that's chill.
And rap or art is a cause of violence and or cause of addiction in
What's
his
DJ
life.
Vlad smiling about?
Irresponsible and hypocritical. When a bomb
he got some new hair or something
in a nation, it falls on the just and the unjust. I watched a movie called Oppenheimer last night about a white man who made an atomic bomb that dropped on Japanese people because another white man genocided 6 million Jewish people. Killers of the Flower Moon is a great movie about a white men who go and pillage and steal from Native American people. Yesterday, a Trump fan from Philly decapitated his father because his father was voting for Joe Biden. That's like vanilla ISIS. You can't tell me that in the culture that he claims that he stands for, that there's no violence and sex. You can't tell me that. Anyone who supports Trump, like Tom MacDonald does in his music, after Trump's mugshot, after January...
DJ Vlad probably voted for Trump. Everybody that's rich probably voted for him, man. Come on, man.
After
you probably did.
For rape and
well, I don't know if you did, but I mean, come on, man. It's your American right to vote for Trump or Biden or Bush, whoever's running. It's your American right. This is what we fought for as black people. I vote for whoever the hell I want to, bro.
Tell me about Blue Lives Matter. You can't tell me that you're about law and order. You're being a hypocrite.
Okay. Powerful words. DJ Vlad, you've been sitting there patiently. What do you make of
all
this?
Vlad.
I mean, I agree somewhat with Talib Kweli, who's also a friend of mine. The problem is that when you talk about rap and you want to talk about the gangster lyrics, the violent lyrics, the drug lyrics, when you look at rap as a whole, when you look at the biggest rappers in the world right now, Drake, Cole, Kendrick Lamar, these guys aren't rapping about drugs. They're not talking about
Kendrick Lamar, Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, which, I mean, Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole are like the only two people I can really think of that are like at the upper echelon that are not really indulged in all this stuff.
They're not talking about,
at least in their music
or whatever else. And I think a lot of times when you have these songs that try to generalize these types of things, you know, it oversimplifies things and it gives rap in general a bad name. You know, so it's kind of annoying. And, you know, listening to the song, you know, on face value, it doesn't sound like he's really saying anything wrong. But a lot of times when you have these sort of white supremacist type of sayings, like, for example, all lives matter, you know, from the outside looking in, of course, all lives matter. But
I want to talk about all lives matter too, but that could be for another video. But to be honest, I'm done talking about all lives matter, black lives matter. Like, if y'all know me, y'all know how I really feel about that stuff. Like,
really a shot at Black Lives Matter and kind of trying to undermine that type of thing. So I really don't like, you know, what we call in hip hop sneak dissing. And I feel this song has a lot of sneak dissing.
Tully, would it be fair to say that hip hop has moved
Vlad,
to a, you know, for want of a better word, a better place? That the biggest stars no longer want to rap about stuff that caused all the offense, and actually it's changed. Is that accurate?
See, I don't think that this should be a conversation with 3 white people and 1 black person about the state of hip-hop and a referendum on hip-hop. I think that's the wrong direction to go. One more thing I'm going to say about Donald Trump is that Tom MacDonald is an immigrant. Donald Trump just said immigrants are poisoning our blood here in America. Donald Trump uses white nationalist rhetoric.
He's Canadian.
Mein Kampf and Hitler all the time, and this guy is a supporter of his.
Yeah,
this song is called Facts.
Hang on. Listen, you can have your views about Donald Trump, that's fine. And by the way, you can say...
What does this guy do with Donald Trump? I'm so confused.
With that, I'm done with that.
No.
I'm done with that. That's why I was going to the song.
I get it, but the idea that I'm not allowed to, or DJ Vlad isn't allowed to, comment about hip-hop or rap is ridiculous.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
that. Basically said
DJ
it.
Vlad... No, I didn't. Let me be clear. DJ Vlad is a controversial figure in our culture. A lot of people accuse him of being a culture vulture.
Hey, Tom MacDonald, if you're listening, please do a song with Andrew Tate next. Please get Andrew Tate on a track. Please.
It's not a criticism that I personally agree with, although I do understand the argument. I work with, unbeknownst to a lot of people, I've done more songs with white rappers than any rapper you can name, any black rapper you can name. My next single is featuring Mac Miller, rest in peace. I work with Macklemore. I work with R.A. the Rugged Man. There's no problem.
I don't know who that is. I know Mac Miller, though.
There's a problem with racist white people in hip hop. And Tom MacDonald's song is racist and is factually incorrect. And I could break down what's factually incorrect in the song Facts, and I could break down how Ben Shapiro started his career by saying rap isn't music. So you got somebody featured on your song who tweeted in 2019, fact, rap isn't music, and if you think it is, you're stupid. Well, that person is clearly not an anti-racist, intelligent person. Tom MacDonald owes the hip-hop community for putting someone on a song that in 2009, writing for a white nationalist site, Breitbart, wrote an article.
Saying, my point I was trying to get to is about it being music. Yeah, a lot of people didn't really think it was like music. It's actually poetry. You know, rhythm and poetry, rap. So, yeah, a lot of people didn't think it was like real music coming up, but then over time, as it went through its phases, then it got accepted into the whole music category.
It's crap. These people don't respect hip-hop. Tom MacDonald is making rap for people
Well,
who
I think
don't
you're missing...
like
look, I played some of this stuff back to Ben Shapiro yesterday. I think you're slightly missing the point. He's lampooning the world of rap and hip-hop.
Oh, I'm not missing the point.
You think there's a lot of hypocrisy and double standard there?
I'm very clear that Ben Shapiro is lampooning hip hop. I'm very clear about that. I'm not under any misconception.
But even you must admit, when John Lennon...
It's Ben Shapiro. I'm going to be honest. Ben Shapiro has a huge fan base, but it ain't stopping what's going on in rap. It's going to enlighten a lot of people, but you acting like he's about to end Jay-Z's career. He's about to end Drake's career, bro. Chill, bro. Talib, chill.
He goes out of his way to rewrite the lyrics to Baby It's Cold Outside because of the Me Too campaign.
Why are we talking about this again?
Assault, but doesn't rewrite any lyrics from any hip-hop or rap song in the last 50 years. You've got to admit, there is a ridiculous double standard there, isn't there?
I couldn't disagree more. I completely disagree.
Really?
With that because I think you're removing all social.
There go Vlad laughing.
Historical context.
Because Vlad know this is BS, bro. That's how I know, bro. I was looking at Vlad over there giggling because he know this is BS. But Talib, that's his bro. That's his homie. He's probably cool with Pierce too, but you know, Talib, that's his homie. So he gonna big up the homie because, you know, that's the homie. But you know Vlad know this is BS too, man. Come on, man.
Pop and equating it with the social political context. That
You
goes into
genuinely
creating a
think
Christmas
"Baby It's
song.
Cold Outside" is more offensive than anything that the
I didn't
hip-hop...
say that.
Well, you implied it.
I didn't say that. I said, no, I didn't imply it. I said you are removing context to make a false equivalency.
No, the
Please don't-
context is very
please don't
straightforward.
misquote.
John Legend chose to rewrite the lyrics to "Baby It's Cold
No,
Outside,"
I understand.
but he didn't
Pierce,
rewrite
Pierce,
any of the offensive, misogynist, violent
Pierce,
lyrics of his friends in the rap world.
Pierce, I get that that's how you feel.
I don't
but
think I could be on one of these panels, man. I'm definitely gonna need to get media trained.
feelings
It's not
ain't
a feeling,
facts.
it's a fact.
And the facts is, oh no, that's not. Well, it's not a fact that it's a
It's a
problem.
fact
that
that
you
John
did
Legend
That's a
hasn't
feeling.
rewritten any
And
lyrics
it's
to
not
people
a
in the
fact
hip hop
and
world.
it's not a. Pierce Morgan, John Legend is not your slave. He doesn't have to do what you
He's
say.
not my
And that's a
slave, but he
fact.
can be a hypocrite, and he
Then,
was.
then let's stop talking about John Legend because this is not about John Legend. Let's
No,
talk
but
about the
you-
song Facts.
all right, but you-
Let's stop deflecting.
I'm
stop
not deflecting.
and let's talk about the song Facts.
Okay.
Okay, so can we get back to
Hang
the song
on,
Facts?
let me
Okay,
bring in
the
DJ
first-
Vlad. He's
the
been
first
very
lyric.
Talib, there's three of us
Okay.
here. Let me bring in
Okay.
DJ
Talib,
Vlad.
come on,
You
man.
apparently, DJ Vlad, you're a
Chill,
culture
chill,
vulture. What does that mean, first of all?
I mean, from
He
my
know
point of
this is
view, I think
look,
that's a saying
Vlad.
to-
I know. I know Vlad know this is dumb, bro. He know this whole thing. He know it's not a big deal. Why did they even bring Vlad on here, bro? Is he doing an interview with Tom MacDonald? I don't know. Maybe that's why I brought him on here. I don't know.
Any white person in hip hop. I've seen every prominent white person in hip hop being called a culture vulture, from Steve Rifkin to Leor Cohen to Eminem to
also
Mac
black
Miller.
people. Also, black people get called culture vultures. Also, black people get called culture vultures in this.
What black person has been called a culture vert? I mean, in the realm of hip hop, what black person has been called a culture vulture in the realm of hip hop? I'm so lost, bro.
Culture.
See, it doesn't. It's
Not just
not.
white
I mean,
it's
I
not
get if
obvious.
you're a culture vulture of like other stuff, but I've never heard of a black artist being called a culture vulture by any means. Talib, you got to help me out on that one, bro.
Skin color specific. You can be a black
No, it's
or
not.
white
It's not. It's
culture
not.
vulture. Right, okay.
It's not. Absolutely.
Am I a
Absolutely.
culture vulture?
But white people do get it. White people do get a little heavier than others, and I've never minded being.
That's
called
right,
that. For
because
me,
white
it's
people.
fine.
That's
I'm not sure,
exactly
but
that's
I-
exactly right.
yeah.
Because white people are the dominant
Yeah.
group. That's how it goes. Racism is not logical or convenient for anybody. Sorry.
Well, I mean, white
Yeah,
people
I
aren't the
don't mind.
dominant
My
group in music. I mean,
contribution-
hang on. White people are not the dominant group in music anymore. I would say most
told
of the
Vlad to
biggest
hush.
stars
Yes,
in the
they
world
are.
right
Yes,
now
they are.
not
White
white.
people own all of the record companies. White people own all of the record companies, Pierce. That's true.
Well, I
White
had that
people,
conversation
the
with
6 major
Kanye.
labels-
I had that conversation with Kanye, and he felt very strongly about it. And I had that conversation with him. And he
Speaking
made,
of Kanye, when me and Talib Kweli were at the show, he did mention Kanye. I mean, it was interesting, but yeah, I don't know if their relationship is as good as it was back in the day, but yeah, whatever.
a point about that.
White
doesn't-
people own all of the
But it doesn't
money in
change the
hip-hop.
fact
That's a
that
fact.
many of the biggest and most successful and richest music artists in the world right now are black. That is also true.
All right, well, let's change places. How
Yeah.
about we get all the money and y'all get to
Drake
tap
is
in?
rich
How
as
about
fuck.
I don't think you're short of a few bob.
Rich
are you?
baby daddy.
that? What'd you say?
I don't think you're
Pause.
short of a few bob, as we'd say in England. You've got a few dollars up your sleeve.
What?
It does. The money is not about whether or not one individual makes it. I am an
I
exception.
missed
to
that
the
one,
rule.
but okay.
The vast majority of my people are not rich people, and that's a fact. And I'm an exception to the rule because I make money doing conscious underground hip hop. I'm not doing pop hip hop. I'm not appealing to a MAGA fan base. I don't rap about materialism, misogyny. I don't do any of that. So I'm
Okay.
the exception to the rule.
Talib, it's good to have you on the program. Come back. I've enjoyed this debate.
But hold on.
I've gotta move on.
I want to. Okay, but I want to say that Ben Shapiro has a history of racist comments.
Yeah, you said that,
And for
but-
Tom MacDonald.
You know what?
Okay,
Listen.
well then y'all should acknowledge that.
Okay, you've said your bit. DJ Vlad, thank
I
you
love
for
you,
coming
Talib.
back on. Please come again soon. I enjoyed that debate. Thank you very much.
This is cool. All right. That was an interesting discussion. Talib Kweli and DJ Vlad. And look, like I said, the whole time I knew Vlad, he knew this whole thing was bullshit. I think Vlad is on here because he's potentially going to get an interview with Tom MacDonald. And he's smart for that. He's smart to hop on this because I mean, if he doesn't have a interview with Vlad already, but this is an opportunity to hop on the train and get some insight to get that interview with Tom MacDonald and maybe also with Ben Shapiro. So, because I was just so confused, why the heck is DJ Vlad on here? My overall opinion, man, I don't think the song was racist, man. It's a song, man. Artistic expression. They were not even cussing in the song. Last time I checked, I didn't hear no cuss words in that song. I'm cool with it, bro. And if you get offended, man, obviously Tom and Ben don't care. So it's your boy DJ Kane, Ones and Twos Podcast. I'm out.